That's right, it's another late night, which means it's time for another reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag. And tonight we're pulling out, oh my goodness, I feel all warm and fuzzy. It's a Katie Garland sketch. It's Did You Clean? From JGI at Home, Episode 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's right, Dragon. We're back with more JGI at home sketches. We've been running with kind of double doses the past few weeks. Of course, last week we had a double, kind of a Daredevil, double D, Daryl Delaney special. 2 sketches starring Daryl Delaney. This week we're going to scale it back a little bit. We're going to zero in on one of our favorite JGI contributors, Katie Mary Garland, KMG.
KMG.
All right, so Dragon, you know what? I'm going to admit it. The sketch is fine. It's definitely got some good production values going for it. Ooh boy, Dragon, you're probably not gonna like this, but for me, this is kind of my Jerome.
Oh, come on.
It's not that I don't like this. It's not that I genuinely think Jerome is a little funnier than this, if I'm being honest.
See, I know
It's
right
not
now
that I
Joshua
don't
Tao's
like
just
it.
laughing his head off right now, like Katie Garland's misery right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Katie. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like this. It's not that it doesn't have merits and isn't funny and everything. It certainly has merits, but Dragon, my problem with this sketch is that, to me, I got to admit, going back and rewatching it, kind of illustrates like maybe one of the few little nitpicks we can poke at with JGI at home as a whole, which is, frankly, I got to admit, some of the quarantine sketches got a little repetitive, and in this sketch, I feel like it's repetitive both in the sense that a it's another quarantine sketch. It's yet another quarantine sketch, which, I get it. We're all stuck at home, and we've all got that on the mind. But I don't know. I just feel like through the 3 episodes of JGI at Home that we've covered, it's just this seems to be a subject that we just keep going back to. And B, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I feel like this sketch in particular is repetitive on its own. Like I don't really feel like it goes many places comedically. I feel like it's a little one note. I'm sorry. Dragon, this is especially tough because Katie is like the person that we've had on the most from the JGI crew on the podcast. So I'm really sorry, Katie. Like I said, it definitely has some merits to it. I will admit the fact that Handsy Man is like directly following this doesn't exactly help. But okay. Actually, this is kind of weirdly sandwiched between, to me, the 2 biggest highlights in JGI at Home episode 3, which was the Wiseau's trailer. By the way, Josh, when we get into Wiseau's, come on, man, you said summer. It's almost Labor Day. Come on, still waiting. Anyways, it's sandwiched between the Wiseau's and Handsy Man. So I don't know, Dragon. Like I said, it's definitely funny. It definitely got its good moments. Well produced, well shot. I would say KMG's editing, just to work in a high compliment here. Katie's editing is very on point for sure. Like I said, my big problem with this is that it feels like kind of hitting the same joke multiple times. I don't know. Maybe you can talk me through it, and we'll see how I feel afterwards. But yeah, I got to admit, as it stands now, just in terms of the amount of actual laughs that I got, Jerome is ranks a little bit higher. So sorry.
Do you hear that sound? That eerie quiet. That eerie quiet. That's Katie Garland watching this. Might not be now, might be in the future, but she's watching it right now, and it can be felt. And right now, she's just in her chair, just thinking, with kind of her little kind of nice personal bar behind her. They're about to go to it, I'm sure. She's watching this, and because now you're making the poor girl turn to alcoholism because you crestfallen her.
Come on.
And she's just watching. She's gobsmacked. You hear that ringing silence of that realization of they didn't like it. She didn't like. He didn't like it. He didn't like my my sketch. What did I do wrong?
Oh God.
I put my heart and soul into for that week.
All right, you know
No,
what this
and
is reminding me of? This is reminding me of that one running gag that we came up with where Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't in our top 5 movies of the year. But I worked really hard. And then we also did it for Dunkirk. I think Dunkirk was like my number 6 or something, and the joke was like, but I worked really hard on Dunkirk. All right. Anyways.
Oh, you know, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding about
Yeah.
Garland shell
We're
shock
all
thing.
about constructive criticism on the JGI grab bag, of course, and like I said, I just feel like it is rather unfortunate that it is kind of sandwiched, between like 2 big heavy hitters in the in episode 3.
Again, to be fair, one of them is a trailer, so let's not put too
much but it was a damn good trailer.
Yes, it's a good trailer. I know.
It was a big reveal. I'm just saying.
But again, in looking at the sketch itself versus again, it was sandwiched between the trailer that begat everything else, though, so it doesn't count.
All right, fair. Anyways,
because they all have to live down the trailer.
All right.
Live up to the trailer. But this one for me, it was more of a performance piece. And that's what I really kind of got from it. I mean, you got to remember, like 80% of the sketches, and that's probably generously just 80%, because it's probably more. 80% of the sketches from the grab from JGI Home have been quarantine related. So you can't ding points for that.
You know what? And I'm sure part of the JGI at Home moniker has to do with the fact that we're all stuck at home in the quarantine.
That's what I'm saying. There are a few exceptions, sure, but I mean, literally, even Batman had to deal with the quarantine in a sketch. Come on. My point is, so basically, this is we have Katie kind of continuing the dual role runner with JGI at Home. Yet again, all the JGI players kind of playing opposite themselves in at least one sketch.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I feel this is kind of all about something that basically it feels like more of a continuing theme. I mean, look, if you measure it against some of the other ones about kind of being stuck in quarantine, again, maybe not as great as some of those.
Well, it beats Poncio's hands down.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not at the bottom by any stretch, but I'm saying that Poncio kind of goes to the bottom for that one sketch. But that's what I'm saying. This is
sorry, Alex.
he knows. It was part of the game. He knows.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. This is about falling into the quarantine malaise. Versus kind of like trying to regain a small sense of normalcy, that sort of thing. That's kind of what this whole sketch is about. And I feel the performance is what really kind of elevates this one for us. I mean, yes, it's a little bit, we've seen different approaches to this before, but again, her performance really kind of made, the performance and the editing really made this one stand out for me.
Sure.
All right. Okay, so we start off with Sarah, who is basically, she's the bingy version of Katie.
Sorry.
So again, much like Poncio's sketch that we talked, much like the Franklin sketch, we have did you tell Franklin? We have we kind of look at the psychology of Katie Mary Garland here. We can pare her down by the dual nature of herself here. We have bingy Katie, bingy KMG, which is Sarah, and we have the call get up and go Katie, which is basically is Katie Garland, because she doesn't really have a name. Well, she doesn't have a character name, just Sarah. The other one. Okay, so we have Sarah, cozy in bed. She's binging. She's got Girl Scout cookies. So KMG, the other Katie, the one in the blue dress, she enters. And get up and go, Katie, with the glasses on, much like the Poncio thing. I take until Alex from Poncio. Alex wears the glasses. Poncio, he's the guy who plays Howie.
True.
And more, obviously, but anyways. Okay, so let's see. So of course. Katie walks in here, and Sarah offers her some Girl Scout cookies, and they have this great line.
Thanks.
I don't want to hear bed cookies.
God,
just great. She's got good lines like that. And bed cookies. I don't know. All right, so let's see. So basically, KMG poses the question to Sarah. Hey, what did you do all day?
And then Sarah's just like, you're really lucky you have a job. I just have to collect unemployment.
All day.
And you know what, Dragon? I gotta say, I'm gonna get up on my soapbox a little bit. I've heard a lot
careful not to fall. It's slippery.
I know. There's been a lot of a bit of a divide between the people at work and then the people who are collecting unemployment. I've seen a lot of people still at work are like, oh, they're just sitting around all day and collecting unemployment, and they make more money than I do. Dragon is someone who is still like very lucky to have a 5-day-a-week job right now. All I can say to that is like, my God, I don't care how much money I'm making. I'm just glad to be getting out of the house, like just like in terms of just like Dragon, you saw how far I went down the rabbit hole with Animal Crossing, my friend, and I have thankfully escaped that. So it's
Very
like
sad and pathetic indeed. Yeah.
so I don't know. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like the modern like politics of like, oh, I don't really like this whole attitude of like, oh, they're just sitting around and collecting unemployment, because frankly, it's like I feel really bad for anyone who is out of work just on a mental health level.
Yep,
Honestly,
they're just slipping slowly into madness.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
ceiling
saying.
tiles.
So, I mean, I'm being serious here, though. It's like I do genuinely think it's a like you know me. I'm a mental health advocate, so it's a concern. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so point being, after the unemployment gag, is poor you out in the poor you, the world's out to get you, huh? And this, I'm saying, I love this side of Katie Garland, which we rarely ever see, and that's what I really love about this sketch. You get to see like a really kind of snarky side of Katie Mary Garland. Traditionally, she kind of plays in the heightened sketches. She plays the normal role, as she tends to do, and ordinarily she's kind of like she's a little bit more broader with the comedy. But here we have like really kind of. I guess that she would kind of play a little bit more like Kimmy Schmidt-esque Katie Garland, as she would kind of frame it with some of the impressions she does. I've never seen
an episode of Kimmy Schmidt.
Well, that and the whole Ellie Kemper of it all. It's the main core.
Gotcha.
The point being, I believe she really likes that show, and she also is a really good Ellie Kemper impression. The point being, you get to see kind of the snarkier, kind of like a nice snarky. Kind of the almost like the Odd Couple. She's more the Felix or the Felix to this Oscar personas, kind of in the form of the comedy there. Anyway, so it's a nice, refreshing side to see. I mean, I thought this Katie really made me laugh a lot. Okay, so she's asking, did you do all the chores? And I love this. Now, on the rewatch of the sketch, we know that this Katie is armed with a lot of information that the other Katie is not aware of, where it's like, oh, God, she knows that the other one is lying, and she's really having fun with it. She's milking it in quite a fun way here. Says, did you do all the chores? I.e., the whole did you clean title of the piece.
Yeah.
Sarah says, yeah, all of them. Which then we do this flashback comedy here, which do a little harp music, and we do the wavy lines flashback classic. And we see Sarah, she's, it looks like, okay, she's vacuuming, she's wiping down the table, doing the dishes. Like, things are going great for Sarah. Sarah had an A+ day. She did it all. She did big girl stuff, man.
Oh, God.
So
she didn't necessarily put on her big girl pants, but she did.
No, she didn't. But I love the clue is there. The clue is there. Wait a minute. Right. Something's amiss here. Something symbolic is going on here.
Oh, God.
She ain't putting on the big girl pants. Not at all.
Hey, so, Dragon. Fire Lord Ozai, I'm here to conquer you. But, oh, wait. I'm in my underwear. Sorry.
How can you do that? You're not wearing any pants. No, if you had seen the other guys, like I pleaded you to do, if you saw the other guys, you'd have that great gag about, put my big boy pants on.
Dragon, I gotta admit, I watched like 10 minutes of the other guys, and I wasn't really into it.
You gotta give it a little bit. Did you even get to Keaton?
Yeah, I got to Keaton.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, there's like a misdirect in that opening too. I don't know. Maybe that's anyway.
I know the misdirect. I know what it is, but still.
All right. Fine. Moving on. So, point being, Katie here, she's
yeah, honestly, Dragon, I'm sorry, I just with the other guys, it's just
let's just talk more. Let's turn to the other guys' podcast. By all means,
I'm sorry. I'm just like, for me, I'm honestly more of a fan of Will Ferrell's like more subtle comedy, and I'm less of a fan of like him being a man child. And with the other guys, there's definitely a man child quality to him. So I don't know, it's a little much. Anyways, I'm terribly sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, okay. So Katie here, she's doing a little bit of Samberg here, a little bit of Andy Samberg's cool comedy.
Right.
I always love
I got a little bit of Shia LaBeouf too.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, Samberg is really patented that on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They like anytime there's like a bad news act break, he's like cool, the smile on his face.
Okay, so it's like a thing. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, gotcha.
I mean, I think I think that's what she's doing because I hear that all the time.
So it's kind of like how Shia LaBeouf's like no is a thing.
I guess, yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Anyway, so then this is great. A little bit of meta contextual element here, where it's like, hey, let's keep that flashback memory going. Do your thing. Keep the memory going. So then the flashback continues, and we see Sarah. Basically, she got bored halfway through all of the tasks. We did see the start of these tasks. We didn't see him finish out. So like, she gets bored vacuuming. She's going for the cookies when she's cleaning the table, and then she's playing on her phone. And says, "Hey, yeah, you want to FaceTime and wine?" Then we kind of circle around the third flashback here. It says, "Think about what I did." And this is where we reveal, okay, this is, if there's any doubt, like her
this
just
is
having
probably the funniest gag in the sketch. It's just the whole idea of like, you know, at first like she can't flash back to anything because she hasn't, you know, she's been at work all day.
yeah. It's just this great reveal of, again, yeah, she knew the answers the whole time, and we the audience learn like, okay, this is why she's confronting her with this and so sure of herself, because we then reveal after the misfire of the flashbacks, you can see what I'm seeing. So then she does the flashback where we see Katie returning home to find the house in disarray, task half completed, is not done at all. Just the dishes, the clean, the vacuuming. So now be honest. Did you even put on pants today? And then initially says, yes. Says, no, you didn't. You did not put on pants.
I mean, I took them off, but they were on.
Which is great. And again, there's this running trend in the JGI Home sketches of a JGI actor kind of following the old clown rules of comedy, playing a sketch without pants.
Is that one of the clown rules of comedy? I wasn't
aware
of the clown rules of comedy.
Yeah, it's the old drop your pants. That old,
all right,
clowns dropping their pants. It's old circus stuff. Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you want to look into the acting stance of things, which we've done before, also with Katie Garland, oddly enough, with the I think, oh my god, I'm thinking pregnant sketch. Again, it's like Dean Norris in Breaking Bad. You play a scene on the toilet, but it's a huge scene within the series.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, so okay, let's see. So dropping trial comedy aside, so points out then Sarah here points out her shirt. What is on the lady's shirt?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Something about I'm sorry. You're something about Sundays. I just have my notes here. I don't have the actual video pulled up.
All right, so Sundays are for naps, which then leads to this great delivery.
I was going to say Sundays are fun days, but I knew that wasn't it.
Nope.
So
Sundays are for naps. And it's just like, it's not Sunday. then we have this. This is where the editing comes into play here. And again, I like this is Katie getting experimental with the editing here, where she's like, again, I don't think this is necessarily slam dunk, but I really appreciate it. It is funny. I don't think that, again, I like that she's experimenting with things here, or it's like we have like the multiple edits of the, and obviously this is where I think your repetition's coming from, because that's the gag, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think it is technically a rule of threes, but I just don't think the rule of threes really like sticks out that much for me personally.
Anyways, we have the whole like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just like, please finish it now, please. You can finish him now. Says, all right, okay, I'll finish him now, but I am not putting on pants. Defiantly, she says.
Damn straight.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So that's it? Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, do you remember any more sketch?
No, I'm sorry. So
yes.
final thoughts. Dre, I got to admit, you didn't necessarily talk me down from not really being too big into this. I still think.
Well, then go on, jump off that ledge. See if I care.
I don't know. I think it's like it's certainly not down in the pits with like Alex Poncio's, like feeble attempt at a sketch in episode 1. I'm sorry, Alex, I love you, but it's not one of the highlights either. It really isn't. For me, it doesn't. Like it's a clever premise. I definitely think the editing is the highlight for me, and so props there, Katie. I think you're really, really coming into your own as an editor. So got to give you some compliments there for that. But I don't know. It just for me, maybe it's the subjectivity thing. Of course, it's always a thing with comedy, always a thing with the grab bag. Just simply put, it just didn't make me laugh that much. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
All right, so in Tiki's view, just to summarize, not the night to record the album is what he says. So,
What does that mean? What? Record the
it's me.
album?
You've never heard that saying? It's not the night to.
No, I haven't.
All right. Okay. Anyways.
Anyways, sorry.
All right. Okay. Final thoughts from me. Just that's pretty much what I said earlier. Again, I like that we're capturing the spirit of kind of the quarantine malaise with this. Again, really fun performance piece for Katie Garland. And again, she's working on the editing prowess, which is nice. It's nice to see that kind of coming to its own. I mean, again, I thought at the very least, I thought one of the personalities got more laughs than the other one for me. But again, I thought overall it was like it's like a cute and harmless sketch. That's kind of what it is. It's not an MVP for episode 3 of JGI Home for sure. But it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Not exceptional, but it was good.
Wait,
right. So
oh my God, hold on. We got Claude Coringa in the comments. I'm sorry. I don't mean to derail this. It's not really related to the grab bag, but Claude says.
Oh, we mentioned on the grab bag. I pulled a Breaking Bad reference.
Claude says Giancarlo Esposito will be the Phantom Blast. Is that true, Claude? That's badass.
Oh,
that is
awesome.
That is a great piece of casting there.
Oh my God, Giancarlo! I love the Phantom Blot, man.
Well, you better start watching DuckTales, my friend.
Well, I gotta get caught up. I've seen DuckTales.
I'm telling you, man, DuckTales 2017 is pretty fantastic. But anyways,
they really gotta change that name in some respects because it's just still like every time we pull 2017, it's like, well, I mean, I know when it started, but it's been ages. Like just anyway.
Okay, to be fair, I still advocate for the title of that show to just be DuckTales Woohoo.
It's not bad.
The classy version of Teen Titans Go. Anyways.
Well, anything's the classier version. Even like your blistering dumpster fire, that's still better than Teen Titans Go. Anyway.
Oh, whoa. Oh God. Okay, I don't share that view, but whatever. Is Sausage Party better than Teen Titans Go?
Well, let's not quibble. So, before we get out of here, just so you know, Joshua Thomas's channel, because again, we're reminding of Katie Garland fun. Of course, we reference a little bit of that rivalry she has with Joshua Thomas. Of course, Joshua Thomas, half the reason we have Just Giggle It, period. He's got a channel that he's really been trying to get people to go to. Basically, all the live streams and the live content JGI does, at least most of it, is going to be going directly to his personal channel, which you can now find on the main JGI channel. It's like a little link to it there. Mm-hmm. It's Joshua Thomas, because unfortunately, folks, just type it into YouTube, you're not going to find it for some reason. Hopefully, we can change that.
I don't know why that is, man. That's like a weird thing for the algorithm.
You know what, folks? Let's try to change that. Let's get a lot of people to go to Joshua Thomas' channel.
Honestly, it's like you type in "So you want to be an Imagineer." We're the first thing that comes up. I would think Joshua Thomas is more specific than "So you want to be an Imagineer."
Well, the problem is there's only so many "So you want to be an Imagineers" versus how many Joshua Thomases there are. But why he's not coming up first, I don't get.
Like how many Joshua Thomases have active YouTube channels though? That's
the baffling part. Anyway, regardless, folks, go to it if you want to see the Harley Quinn reactions he's doing, or or basically some like the live game streams, or I believe some like any just spare like live Q&As and stuff going forward. Should be on his channel, so you can find it. It's on the featured channels section of the Just Giggle It channel. So it's really easy to find now versus what it was. Okay, that does it for now. Well, also she mentions we're done episode 3. We're gonna move on to 4 going forward.
Oh, nice, cool.
Unless the YSOs drops, but
yeah,
yes.
Come on, Josh, come on. Honestly, look, I'm not gonna be like upset at the guy or anything if he doesn't get it dropped before Labor Day, because I'm sure he's got his hands in a million different projects right now. But I will be a little bit disappointed.
How dare you be ambitious, Josh? Plus, I think it's like Piper editing it. So how dare you not do things that Piper might be on the hook to do right now?
Fair enough. I forgot about that detail.
Anyway. All right, folks, that does it for now until the next exciting reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag.
I was wearing pants. I'm just not wearing them now.
It's not Sunday! It's not!